Hi, back again. Second video of the day, doing quite well for me. But I just thought, while I'm all set up, I may as well get these two done as well. This is my design team project for Artymaze using the Butterflies in Blue digital kit. I know a few of you have seen other people's journals on it, and oh, it's so pretty and lovely to work with. And I love blues, turquoise and teals. So I thought, yep, I'm definitely doing this. But I've got two journals here, and one is the traveller size notebook, and another one is a smaller 6x4, which I've made for a swap I've done with Kathleen Sundby. I know a few of you are aware of how beautiful and talented an artist Kathleen is, and I was absolutely thrilled when she asked me to do a swap. So it was like no hesitation. It was like, yes, please, when can we do it? So I will share my swap journal first, and I've used the same papers in both these journals. So I just thought, I know Kathleen sort of we left our swap up to each other, sort of what size or how many pages, etc. It was just, I just wanted one of Kathleen's journals basically. So I've done a lovely 6x4 size, which I love this size, and I just think it's a nice size to hold. And it fits in your bag and everything perfectly. But the only thing Kathleen did mention was she likes blues, turquoise and teal, so I thought I remembered that, and so this kit was perfect. I've done a little organza ribbon. I think that, well, there's 1, 2, 3, there's 5 signatures, and I think each signature's got 6. There's about 120, maybe 125 pages in it. I've laid the front of it up with just done a collage of some music paper, some corrugated card, a little bit of like an organza trim with stars on. Done some netting, which I've just ruched up, a bit of cheesecloth, a little bit of this turquoise trim, and another little piece of trim at the bottom. Once again, I must apologise for the sun's coming through the window now where I'm trying to film, and I've shut the blinds, but I think I'm going to get a lot of shadows, but I just wanted you to get a feel of it. And by the way, Kathleen, because you won't have received your journal yet, so if you want it to be a surprise, please don't look. I've just put a couple of little butterflies on the back, and the back I've just used a gorgeous wallpaper which I found somewhere, and I just thought these were really, really lovely, and they went with the kit. It went with the kit perfectly. And on the front is a little card from the kit which just says "Sweet Memories Cherished." I may have to fly through these a bit quicker than I'd planned, but because I've just filmed another journal and it went on a bit longer than I expected. I just hope my battery lasts. So sorry if I seem to be whizzing through things. Make sure I get them framed before I start. Right. Front, I've used all the pages, are all Artymaze, apart from a couple of images from the Stamperia paper pad, which I have a few bits left I've been trying to use up. I forget what that's called, but it's just a little picture of a girl that says "Life is now," and the way things are at the moment, nothing couldn't be further from the truth. I've done a little butterfly. This theme is very, very obviously butterflies in blue. It is what it says on the tin, but there's lots of lovely other things you can use it for, but and I love butterflies anyway, so I've just put a little tuck spot here, a little bit of writing paper, some French book page. This is a little book of flowers which I've had for a bit. Put a couple of tags in here, and I made a snippet roll actually. These are so addictive. Andrew did a video recently of making a snippet roll, just using little bits of scraps and bits of lace and butterflies and things, and it was made on a long piece of like masking tape or double-sided tape, and then do check the video out. It's such fun and so addictive to do. I've made about 3 in the last week, so I'm blaming you, Andrea. I've just done some ink sprayed papers where I've just sewed a little bit of a fairy on. I think Kathleen seems to like fairies as well, because I've not used a lot of fairies in her work, and fairies thought goes with everything anyway. A little journaling card. These aren't from the kit, and I think they're off Pinterest, but I think the majority of the stuff is from the kit. Just made a little snippet here with a little bit of trim, which I've made into like a tuck spot. Centre of the first signature, and I just love this page, wishes come true. It's quite a good kit, this, if you like journaling as well, because there's plenty of space for journaling. Another little fairy which I've just sewn on. A little bit of a flip to cover your writing. Some more of that little wildflower book. Some of it's self-explanatory, I don't really have to show you. Another little flower tag. Little snippet again, which I've made up with just some bits of numbers and lace, bits of cheesecloth, anything lying about really. Love that page from the kit. This is a little page from a book, one of Monet's paint, and I love Monet, and he does lots of blues, and which I just thought went in. A little bit of music paper, another tag with a tuck spot, and this is another piece of that little snippet that I made up. These are so fun to make. Some lovely line paper for writing, more French writing book page. Let's call it writing page for some reason, don't even know why. A little bit of a garden, today's garden pages. This is another of the Stamperia papers that I'm using up. Here I've just done a little flip out where I've just made a little pocket up using some baking paper, a little bit of lace trim, a little stamp, just put a little tag in, which is journaling on the back. Some more of that snippet which made into a little tuck spot, still leaving plenty of writing space. I think this is the third signature now. Like I said, I was thrilled when Kathleen asked me to do a swap, because I love Kathleen's work and I binge watch on it quite a lot. It's just very unique, and she has a lovely style which I just love. I've made a little pocket here which I've just made out of Tyvek, and I just painted it really, and then just put the iron sort of lightly over it, and it bubbles. I did see a tutorial on YouTube which using, because I've got quite a lot of Tyvek to use up, and I just love how it bubbles up, and I quite love the colours of this. Like I said, a couple of tags, journaling cards. These are great for writing on, you can do both sides on them. And these are all from the kit. The kit does come, I think, in the TN size and the full size, but I went for the TN because I can shrink these down if I'm doing a 6x4, and I do like a TN size. I do think them and 6x4 seem to be my favourite size of journal. Some tea stain paper, some more line paper, a little bit of ledger music paper, little from a book. I think actually Carol sent me this. Gardens I've come from, and then a little map of where our gardens have come from around the world. Another little flip out for more journaling space. I said I think Kathleen seems to like fairies. I've just got a couple of fairies out from a flower fairy book which I have. It just flips up like that. The Forget-Me-Not fairy and the Scabious fairy. But I like the colours in them. I just think it coordinated nicely with the journal. And I just put the little song of the Scabious fairy to go with it. A little bit more of that little snippet roll that I've made up. Yeah, I do love making these. Another little bit of a snippet with a blue butterfly. There's tons of butterflies in this kit, and I've printed a lot of stuff out, and I've got enough left actually to make another journal out of it. I like this little sentiment, just like the butterfly, I will awaken in my own time, which I've just made into a little tuck spot with a journaling card. Some more paper that I've just sprayed with a Tim Holtz alcohol inks. I think that, or with a distress spray, I never know what I'm using half the time. more ledger paper, a little bit of baking paper, little flip up with a fairy on, but I just like the colour of this fairy. I think this was out of one of the Flower Fairies books. Little tuck spot I've made out of corrugated card, and I've just put a couple of journaling cards in. Some more of that wildflower booklet. Little butterfly, how pretty is that? I love that. And what I love about this kit is you can also then cut out little butterflies, which are great for using on these little snippet rolls and things. There's a little theatre ticket here. Just a few more bits of paper. That's some more of that Tyvek, which I just painted up, dabbed a bit of gold on, and then lightly put my eye up for. I just love how it bubbles. A little bit of Tim Holtz, some scraps I've got left over. Using up. I'm in a de-stashing mode still. This page is lovely. I know everyone who's used this kit has all said the same, how beautiful it is, but it really, really is. Just a couple of little flower pages. Another little tuck spot there. And here I've just made another little tuck up. This is the centre now of the last signature, and I just put some little bit of scraps in, which I just do for little bits of notes and what have you. A couple of tags, which I've just put on a little pocket. How lovely is that page? That's lovely. A little journaling card tucked in there. And this is just a little fabric sample, and I've just put on a card. And just put it under this little tuck spot. I'm just coming to the end of this now. There's a couple of journal cards at the back where I've done a belly band. Just tied. Oh, actually, this was from a Gina Wiseman tutorial I've watched recently. She just made 2 tags and then put some little scraps of paper on. And I just thought it was such a neat little idea. So I just thought I'd take that idea and put it into these. And I love actually how generous people are with their ideas and the tutorials. They share so much in the journal community. I just want to know, I do appreciate it. I think we all appreciate everything, all the tutorials people put out there. So it's quite chunky, but if Kathleen doesn't like it chunky, she can take a lot of that stuff out, which will make it smaller. I don't know if Kathleen journals a lot, but so I did put plenty in just in case she did. But once again, I'm really thrilled that she wanted to do a swap with me. So that's that one. Now I've got, oh, excuse me. Oh, how am I doing it? Right. This is the TM one. Now I was in a bit of a dilemma here. I didn't know whether to put, third world problems there. I didn't know whether to put a bow on like that or leave it like that. Decisions. So I just thought I'll leave it sort of, I will pin it on, and if anyone doesn't like it they can take it off. But this one actually I am going to list into my Etsy shop today. So this one is for sale. I did post some pics up on Instagram and somebody messaged me asking me will it be for sale. It is. It's traveller size notebook and it measures 8 1/4, might be best. Yeah, I think it's 8 1/4 by 4 1/4. It's got, I think how many pages in it. I think there's 60 pages front to back. Once again, I used the same sort of chiffon net that I've just ruched up. Like I said, I just couldn't decide about that. I'm still undecided whether it looks too much or less is more, whatever. I've laid it up with a couple of layers of lace, some trim and some more lace. I've used that Sweet Memories Cherished card again because I love that. I just think it'd be a lovely journal for putting memories in, cherished memories. I have backed this though with some like a fabric which I just thought went really well with the kit. It's very like teals and creams, which I love. And I've just put a little simple book plate around the front. It has a lace closure. And yeah, it does look a bit bulky, but once again it does close well, and there is a lot of stuff you can take out. So those of you who don't like very clumpy journals, you can take a lot out. Just get it in frame would help. God, this sun is really bad today, and I'm sorry for the lighting. It's just belting in at me at the back now. So mind you, it's a long time since we've seen sun in the UK, so I'm not complaining. Front here I've just made a little belly band where I've just put, just like the butterfly I will awaken in my own time, and I've put one of the butterflies which all come in the kit, and I've just collaged it up with a little there's a little journaling card here too, and this also is from the Stamperia kit. I can't remember for the life of me what it's called, but it's lovely. It's all in blues, and I have got a few pieces left, so I'm just trying to use a few bits up. I think the rest of the journal is all Artymaze butterfly in blue, and I will link the kit below, and I'll also link Kathleen's YouTube channel, and obviously Andrea's. Here I've just made, this is some of that same snippet that I made. I made quite a long piece because I knew I was doing a couple of journals. Little, I won't take everything out again, just a little tuck spot, but how nice is that paper? It's just very, very subtle. I've put a couple of my own pages in that I've sprayed with the Tim Holtz Distress Sprays. I think that's China Blue. Oh, a little bit of Edith Holden, which I can never resist using. Just use March because we're in March at the moment, and spring is starting to appear by the looks of the thing. And I actually did see a butterfly in my garden yesterday, so I just thought very apt that I'm working on a butterfly journal. This paper's lovely for writing. It's lined, but it's got little faint butterflies and little splashes. The colours are lovely in this kit. Couple of journaling cards. I'm using up a little bit of a wild flowers that I've got, but there's some lovely flowers in that book. More of this little snippet roll. They are really addictive, them. I know one or two people I've seen on Artymaze's group on Facebook have all said the same. They're very addictive, and now I'm off. I can't stop. I've left a couple of pages, tea stain pages for writing, and there's, like I said, plenty of journaling cards, which once removed it's not as bulky. And I've had to go at making one of these, which I've seen on Angela, and I think Gina Wiseman also did it on a 5 for a dime challenge. But they're just made with like envelopes really. I've just been using up a couple of old envelopes that I've got, and it pulls out with a little journal. I can't think what they were called, that little journaling card, and it flips up. I've put mine over the top, so it's also like it covers any bit of writing underneath, but flips up there. And then on this side there's a couple of tags in journaling cards, and there's another little small journaling card at the bottom here. Oh no, that's the same one. I've got another one in somewhere. Ah, there it is. It just goes in like that. I sort of didn't make it quite right, but I'm working on them. The next one I think I'll make it a bit different. But like I said, once again, it's lovely people so generously share the tutorials with you, and I really do appreciate everything you all put out there. Some more Edith Holden. I've done another little snippet with some floral fabric, which actually this was a top I cut up. I never wear it, so I thought this week I've been sorting clothes and things out, and instead of throwing them away, I'm now cutting them up for fabric and for snippets. So I'm still not actually getting... The whole idea was to clear my cupboards and make space, and I'm sort of clearing my cupboards, cutting up and not really clearing, if that makes any sense. Just looking, I'm heading up to 20 minutes. Don't know how much battery life my phone's got. Just done a little guest check here, which I've just sewed on a little pocket, a couple of tickets and a little tag just gives a little bit of extra writing. Here I've put, there's a little envelope from the kit, and it's a lovely long tall envelope which I will put something in. I need to put something in that I realise now I haven't put anything in it yet, but I will put a little something in there. In fact, I think I made something for it. I just click that on. Another little piece from a Wildflower book. So I like this TN size. It's just a nice size for me for writing. I think most of my own personal journals are TN size. And here I've made a little flip which I've just collaged up with some blue paper, a bit of wallpaper and a butterfly. Space for journaling, a couple of tags, a little pocket. Love that, Sweet Memories. Such a lovely kit to work with. Some more plain paper, journaling. Edith Holden, that's a lovely page. I've just got another little belly band in, and a journaling card, and another one of these that Gina did on her channel the other day, just like a double tag with just some extra journaling space. I only think that is my favourite page out of the whole of the journal. It's just lovely. And then it's got Sweet Memories of You. Some more butterflies, some more distressed sprayed paper, another little page, and another little journaling card. Another little snippet which I've just collaged up with a butterfly, a theatre ticket, bits of snippets. Another little journaling card and a pocket. Some more writing space. This is lovely for writing on. And I'm one of these, I like lines for writing on. If I've got a blank paper, my writing seems to sort of go everywhere, but I like things lined. The back of that Edith Holden paper, which has got a beautiful little bird on, and it says catkins of goat willow in March, blue and white periwinkle. I just thought it seemed quite seasonal. Here I've just done another little flip page which I've just done a little pocket, bit of collage, music paper, and a couple of tickets, and a little bit of journaling space there. And at the back I've just made a little envelope from a March Edith Holden paper where it says daffodils that come before the swallow dares and takes the winds of March with beauty, from Shakespeare. Put a little envelope in here, and I think there's a little bit more of Tim Holtz wallflower paper, just using things up. And at the back I've just left it a little bit hidey hole for tucking things in and things you might want to keep onto. Right, and that's the journal. So thank you for if you're still here watching, thank you. And I've loved using this kit, and I will link everything up below. Hope you're all keeping well and stay safe and make use of your time indoors. It gives us all a chance, I think, to do our journaling, and the main thing is we're all safe, and hopefully we'll come out of it all pretty soon. Once again, thanks for watching. Catch you all later. Bye.